Items, thank you. First one, in case people are not aware, the leaf and lawn waste program has started. So if you're like me, I've been out there cleaning up. So you can put out your plastic bag or the paper bags. Second of all, I did want to bring this to the board's attention. I don't know if anybody else got this call, but last week at 1 in the morning, my cell phone rang. And it was the emergency communication letting us know about the storm event, which I had gotten calls previous. And I don't know about you guys, but I have, a couple kids in college, and I have, my parents are older. So when you get a call at 1 in the morning, your heart is in your throat. And I would think, unless there's tornado, where we need to be in the basement or something, I don't know why it went off that early. And that was the first time I've ever gotten one. And I just would like to see if we can I don't know if we need to determine that as a board. Do we know, Blair?
I believe Police Chief Murray would like to be recognized. Trustee, thank you.
Whenever the radio room gets a notice from the National Weather Service, they send it out. So it's triggered by the notification from the National Weather Service, and those come through our Leeds terminal. So whenever those come through, we're sending out the... Is
there any way to bypass that, or...?
Well, I don't know if you'd want to bypass.
It's an emergency.
We had already knew that a storm was coming. It was the same information that I had gotten earlier, and like I said, it scared the heck out of me. And when you get a call like that, and like I said, it's a great service that we have. I'm just saying that can we just kind of send those types of messages for the big emergencies where we're letting people know
Carol,
you need to get in the basement.
I'm sure they didn't do it out of just
no,
spite.
I'm not saying that, Mayor.
And I fully
saying
support our police's decision to notify us whenever they feel we're in imminent danger.
Well, I understand your position, but I think this board needs to decide on that. That's what I'm asking.
I think we public safety to our public safety
on
officials. Yeah.
Well,
I think it could have easily turned into a very bad situation, and then you'd be up here saying, we want to be notified. I think let our public safety officials, anyone have comments on this?
I do, Mayor. Yes, I'd be happy to comment.
Trustee
Trustee
Strite?
Yes, I didn't hear what day Trustee Quinlan suggested that call came in, but there was no threat at 1 in the morning, to be sure, on any day. So she's absolutely correct. There was a threat on Thursday at about 9:30. It was a very serious threat. So I think that would be a very appropriate call. But by 1 in the morning, there was no threat anywhere. So that, I think she's correct, that can easily be determined whether or not the National Weather Service is issuing, some kind of a whatever it is, a notification. It could be determined if it applies to us, and it didn't. So that I didn't get that call myself,
and,
but I wouldn't have liked it either.
What's kind of weird too is that it came to my cell phone, not my house phone, and my cell phone and my house phone are to be notified.
Mayor, if I could just
certainly, Larry,
comment on it. I heard 3 phones go off in my house at 1 a.m. The choice was very simple. I could have put it on silent. I chose to leave it active, knowing what the situation was, what we were hearing. And, I understand your concern, Trustee Quinlan, but I think everybody can make that choice. If someone has chosen to use the Everbridge alert system, they're responding, as the chief said, to the alerts we get from the weather room. It did go off. I remember going to bed that night, and I had sent a note to all the board. And quite frankly, there was, through the day, Commander Clark was giving us updates, and it was a serious storm system that did take life. Fortunately, it didn't take life in our immediate area. It's a call I think we all make as individuals, to be warned, and then you have an option to put it on silent.
Well, no, you don't, because like I said, I've got kids that are away at school, and I also have older parents. And like I said, normally that it only rings if there's a problem at that time.
Be more than happy to discuss it with the management team tomorrow morning. I understand your concern. We'll go over it, and I can give everybody an update
Like I said, if there
Friday.
hadn't been warnings earlier about the weather, that would have been completely different, and we were all very well aware, because there were numerous calls that day. So I just think it was overkill. I'd
Be more than
appreciate
happy
that.
to discuss it with the management team tomorrow.
Thank you.